I've got about 20 years professional experience in 12 volts. I spent 13 years of my career working for a big box, worked my way up the ranks, and ran my own store in South Florida for approximately 8 years before they went under. After that, I started working for specialty retailers. I worked for some of the premier shops in South Florida, and even had a chance to work with Will Castro at Unique when he was in Miami for a few months. 2011, I relocated to Tampa, where I ended up working for a few shops. I had also gotten involved with Scapulato and hybrid audio at its inception, and got involved with the competition team. So that was, I learned a lot about improving install standards and best practices for installs, and sound quality and tuning, how to tune a vehicle properly. Those were some big key things that I picked up and gained experience in being involved with Scott and the team. And in more recent years, I've attended numerous trainings, Mobile Solutions Artisan 40A, Sonos Evolution, K-Fest, Spring Break Nationals. Last year, I had the unique opportunity to travel around the country and work with some of the best guys in the industry while I was searching for a better job opportunity. I'm always taking every opportunity I have to learn and grow. And alright, so my role in training others in the store. Well, fortunately, in the shop that I'm at now, we're all pretty experienced techs. So really, for me, my strong point is fabrication and design. So I just make it a point to share with them my methods and how I'm doing things, and to bounce ideas off of them and see what they think about things. We also recently brought in a sales guy who doesn't have a strong background in audio, so I've been making a point to educate him on products and installation questions to better the sales process with customers. I've also recently got involved with trainings, so I've been not only helping people in my store, but other techs in different stores as well. Okay, so activities in the industry. Big thing is I just make it a point to attend any and every training possible that I can physically attend, whether it be local trainings, product trainings, or traveling to like Sonos or Mobile Solutions, Kingpin, things like that. I try to attend as many as I can. Also, I'm always involved with the social media aspect, groups on Facebook and the internet, just always talking to people on that. What else? Car shows, sound offs, any kind of car audio related event. I like to try to attend those as well. Also try to coordinate get-togethers anytime there's an industry member that happens to be in town. I'll try to coordinate an event, get a bunch of guys together, so we can network and get to know each other. Okay, so how do you network with other installation professionals? A lot of it's done through social media, through Facebook, different groups on Facebook, and the internet. I'm always staying in contact with other guys through Messenger or text messaging. That's usually the easiest method for me. Every so often, like I mentioned before, I'll help coordinate a group get together if there's guys that are visiting the area, visiting this market. So constantly trying to stay in contact with other guys in the market, not only just the entire industry, but specifically in the market as well. you know, I've pulled back a little bit from posting and being out in social media as often as I was, but I'm constantly keeping in touch with all these guys, mostly through messaging and Facebook and text message, and I'm always keeping in touch with them, just to either, you know, just to BS or to help provide tech info or help on a car they might need help on, or just to BS and maintain all the friendships and relationships that I've built over the years in the industry. Okay, so certificates, awards, recognition that I've received. Well, you know, bar none, the biggest recognition I've received is being part of the top 12 numerous times over the past few years. And of course, one of the highlights of my career was winning Trusted Tech in 2013, 2014. I've also got a lot of notoriety from doing the first iPad mini install in the world, and all the subsequent social media fame that came with that. I was featured on pretty much every major tech blog in the world with that. So very fortunate, very unique opportunity with that one. Let's see what else. Built a lot of vehicles, or assisted in building vehicles that have won some numerous championships in sound quality and installation events around the country, as well as many car shows, Dub, Hot Import Night, Slamfest. I've built cars that have went to SEMA and CS and all that stuff too. I've also been fortunate that I've worked with manufacturers directly in developing solution-based products for the industry, app remote, things like that. We had a good hand in working with those. I've also assisted in trainings at events such as K-Fest, SONUS, and Spring Break Nationals and things like that. Alright, so here's the million-dollar question here is why should I be Installer of the Year? Okay, well, I'll give you my opinion on this and try to keep it brief. I think if you base it solely off of videos, I don't think it's an accurate indicator of who should win the award. You know, there are guys that are going to have more time into it, have more resources, more effort. Maybe they'll hire a professional photographer to help them with this video. That's great. It shows initiative. It's great, and it's having an interesting video to watch is great, and it draws your attention. Those are positive things. However, when it really comes down to it, and you're judging an award based on an Installer of the Year, editing a video, putting a video together, should not be a strong indicator of who is deserving of the award. That's my opinion of it. You know, that being said, you know, I highly respect this award, and I feel it's very necessary for this industry. There's a lot of negatives people dwell on in this industry, and you know, for me, it's been a roller coaster the past year. I dealt with a lot of negative aspects in the past year, which I'm not going to dwell on, but you know, I feel that there needs to be positivity. There needs to be things like this that celebrate the positive aspects of this industry. Okay, so I very much respect this award, and you know, it's always been a goal of mine, and I look at it like a career milestone. It's kind of like an ideology of being the best. Not necessarily considering myself the best, but trying to reach the goal of being the best, bettering my techniques, my speed, just everything to really try to be better than everybody else, but never call myself better than anybody else, because I really don't think there is a true one person that's better than anybody else when it comes to installing. Everybody's got their strengths and their weaknesses. So So, I really feel that there needs to be a real compelling story behind the person that wins this award. What is their drive? You know, why do they want to win this award? It's got to be more than just doing great work, and putting yourself out there. There needs to be, like a true motivation, a true compelling reason for wanting to win this award. That's how I feel. So for me, the past year, I've put myself out there. I've opened myself up to scrutiny. Um, I'm not going to touch on the negative aspects that I've been through in the past year, but I've been through a lot. I've opened myself up to changes. I tried to open myself up to a position and expand my skill set. I went into a job. I took a job that their primary focus was not on audio, and I came in trying to help grow that. But in the meantime, I was doing a lot of work that was not typical of what I specialize in. So I went through a lot mentally, tried to grow a lot, and tried to grow my skill set and expand myself um, to just get better at what I do, if nothing else. So, I'm in this search still of finding this perfect place, and that kind of ties in with the Installer of the Year award, because I'm looking for a lot. I'm asking for a lot. I'm looking for a lot, but I can deliver a lot. I can provide a lot too. So that's just one of the things that I feel separates me. Traveling all over the country. I've been to a lot of shops. I've seen the industry now, not only in my market, but in many markets throughout the country. I've seen it. I've got a much bigger picture of this industry, and the good and the bad points of what's going on in this industry. So I'd like to get to a point where I can make more of a difference, make more of an impact. I think winning this award would allow me some opportunities and perhaps open some doors to get me in a position to do that. Um, and the important thing for me is the modesty. Um, Winning the award, I would never consider myself better than anybody else. Um, God, I mean, really and truly, most of us, talk to each other. We post on Facebook. We're sharing each other's work. Like, we're all pushing each other and motivating each other anyway. So we're all kind of working together anyway. So I would never consider myself better than any other person, out there that does what I do. So I just try to learn from them and build upon it and make myself better. So ultimately, winning Install of the Year is a big time goal for me. I would love it if it happened. I think there are some very deserving people in the top 12 that also deserve a shot at this honor. So if somebody else wins, I'll be disappointed because it's been a goal of mine for years. Personal disappointment, but I'll be very happy if somebody else ends up winning this award. And like I said, every year's a learning experience. So no matter what happens, I'm going to learn from this experience. I'm very anxious to get to Keyfest. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to spending time with the other 11 guys in this group. And I'm very excited to see who's going to win this year. So thank you so much for your time and your effort in looking through all these videos and being a part of this process and pushing all of us to get better. So thank you. Thanks for your time. And I'll see you guys in K-Fest.